Hello everyone, this is Dr. Liv with New Insight, and thank you so much for joining me in another video. The title of today's video is How to Turn Pain into Power and Purpose. Let's discuss what this means. It means self-awareness, that you want to live your life and be happy and have peace despite your circumstances. You understand that although you have gone through difficult and traumatic experiences, unfair and unfortunate circumstances, you do not want to be stuck. You want to have life satisfaction and peace. You still want a good quality of life, and you want to show up for yourself and others. You recognize you may not be able to live life as you once did or do things you used to do. But instead of being consumed by or stuck in anger, pain, and depression, you make a conscious decision with intentional effort to form new habits by doing what is different, opposite, and challenging from what you're doing now that's keeping you stuck, unhappy, anxious, depressed, and not having peace. So let's discuss 3 tips, 3 insights for turning pain into power and purpose. Number 1, leave the past in the past. That was there and then. Shift your focus to here and now. It does not mean you can just forget about the past or that it doesn't matter. It just means you want to release it and not live by it each and every day. It means you recognize that holding on to it, dwelling on it, rehashing it is only keeping you stuck. Instead, you make an intentional choice to focus on what you can do now, moving forward, despite what has happened. And this is the key phrase, despite what has happened. Focus on what is in your control to change and improve. And depending on the circumstances, you also need to focus on the silver lining and the learning lessons. Number 2, reprocess any negative and faulty thinking you have. You must want to let it go. And I know this sounds obvious, but many people think that letting it go means it's insignificant or they're excusing what happened to them. And it doesn't mean any of this. In fact, it means the very opposite. You do understand how hurtful, painful, unfair, or traumatic the experience was. However, you don't want to be chained to it or held captive by it either. And without reprocessing the thoughts, you will forever be stagnant. Even if behaviorally you start making changes, those changes will be short-lived because the negative narratives will keep ruminating and overpowering you. For example, it means turning thoughts of self-hate into thoughts of self-compassion, turning thoughts of self-guilt into thoughts of self-forgiveness, even forgiving others. And if you're struggling with this, please understand that counseling, coaching, and therapy can help. But you must be honest about the thoughts and habits that are keeping you stuck. And you must be willing to reinvest in your life in a new and different way. Therefore, it is imperative to process your thoughts in a helpful and healthy way. This is a challenge daily, because you must do so each and every time the negative, faulty thinking arises until it becomes natural. You must be willing to discard or suspend any thoughts and beliefs that are not healthy or helpful. Affirmations, mantras, and scripture can help you with this process by helping you shift your thoughts and language from negative to affirming. Number 3, seek and surround yourself with healthy supports and engage in healthy habits. The last thing you need when turning pain into power and purpose, which is a healing and self-growth journey, is to have people around you who are draining and depleting you, who don't support you or uplift and encourage you. And when it comes to new habits, this means you must be willing to stop engaging in anything that is counterproductive to your healing and your forward movement. And the way you do this is to follow the following example. State your goal and be specific. And you need goals because this is your vision. This is what will give you hope, motivation, meaning, and purpose. Next, after stating the goal, try one of the two exercises. Number 1, as it relates to my goal, instead of doing blank, I will do blank. Number 2, as it relates to my goal, I will either start doing, stop doing, do more of, do less of, and fill in the blank with your appropriate response. Understand that pain has a way of lingering, not just in our memories, but in our thoughts, choices, and how we show up in life. So turning pain into power and purpose isn't about rushing your healing or pretending you're okay. It's about reaching a moment where you say to yourself, I don't want to live stuck anymore. It's the decision to choose peace, growth, and a meaningful life, even when your past was painful, unfair, or deeply traumatic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.